Hello YouTube! This is going to be an update on my red DOVII fry which I picked up on Monday. So this is Botox the Maniac, and this is not a red DOVII, this is a red devil. But what I want to explain, most of my viewers are quite experienced cichlid keepers and kept all these sort of fish before, and they'll know. But I've had people sending me private messages about little DOVII and saying they're not red DOVII. So what I'm going to explain today is the transformation and the peeling of these sort of fish. So like red devils and Midas and quite a few of the other Amphilophus species go through a transformation, what we call peeling. You never know what colours you're going to get. You can get whites, orange, yellows, right through to reds, and fish with black on them, pieballs, all different colours. So that's the exciting point of it. As you can see, like this one has changed loads since I've had him. He's got black scales on his sides. He's got black lips. He's a wild caught red devil from Rats. He never looked nothing like this when I bought him. They change all the time. And yeah, they change all the time. You never know what you're going to get. That's what makes it exciting. So these little red DOVIs at the moment, they're not red. So, like I said, most of my proper followers, not proper followers, a lot of my cichlid enthusiasts and followers will already know this, but this is just for people what don't already know. I'll show you like this is a red devil. I'll show you the Midas. I've got orange Midas. They was all dark colour when I bought them, and I'll show you the colour what all the fry are. Let's move on. Yeah, so this is my orange Midas tank. These Midas, they were just a normal grey coloured as when they were fry. Both of these have turned out orange. That female's looking a bit ragged. I think I'm going to have to put the divider in here for a few weeks to let her fins knit back together again. Oh, little Morris there, looks like he's wants to go in that pot. He's probably ready for spawning and she isn't. Look at her fins. Yeah, she's orange and white actually, but like I said, she's all raggy. Yeah, I'll divide them up for about 3 or 4 weeks, and she should be back to good condition again. Anyway, while I'm in my fiddle fish room, I'll just show you the tri-mat what I moved and how well it's settled in. So, bye-bye little Morris. We're going to have a look at the tri-mat and then look at the red DOVII peeling. So this is the male tri-mat what I moved out of the tank to get the to house the little red DOVIs, and he's doing absolutely brilliantly. I think, in fact, I think he's colouring up better here than what he did when he was in the other tank. Let's put some food in for him. There he goes. Yeah, so he's settled in really fast. In fact, I think he likes it better in here than his old tank. The only thing he has been doing, I've got the roots there from the pothos plant. He's been munching them. There's a load there behind the filter. He's been snapping them off. Oi! Behave yourself, mate. You're not supposed to eat them. You're supposed to eat your pellets. That's there to give you better water quality and give you a better quality of life. Anyway, I'm going to name this fish. I had one before, but unfortunately I lost it. But I'm going to call him Churchill, because when he grows up, he should have a big fat face like Big Mac had. So I'm going to call him Churchill, off the Churchill dog, off the TV adverts. English people know what I mean. Oh yes, oh yes. The Churchill dog. So he's going to be called Churchill. I just hope he gets as big as what Big Mac did. I'll have a look. While we're here, we'll look at me Texas carpenters. So this fish is absolutely stunning. I really love this fish and the way it's turning out. Rio Hondo Carpenters. As most people will call it, a Texas, but it's not a Texas. Comes from nowhere near Texas. Comes from Mexico. But this one's... I've got one in the house which isn't doing as well as this one. The one I've put in the house is the one I thought would do the best. But this one's doing far better. There we go again. I waggled my finger in the top. Chuck a couple of pellets in. I always like to waggle my finger in the top first, because then they get to recognise you with food. There's one thing I don't like doing, is what a lot of people do, is say, oh, my fish are shy and they won't feed. So they feed them with the lights off. But if you feed your fish with the lights off, it'll always be feed with the lights off. It's going to think, like, you chuck the food in, the lights, after half an hour, the lights go off and then I'll come out and get it. But I like my fish to be brave and bold. A bit like Churchill's gonna be. Oh, yes. Come on, Churchill. I'll stick my finger in here, look. There, straight to my finger, nearly biting my finger off. There he goes, munching them pellets up. Yeah, don't overfeed them. Keep them hungry. You don't want an obese fish with fat on the heart and liver and that. Anyway, let's get back on. We need to see these red DOVII and how they've settled. Right, we've seen the red devil and the orange Midas. This is a Chancho, Amphilophus chancho. I'll put some pellets in for him so I can get the side view of him. So, like, all the amphs, when they're spawned and grow, they're all this colour. And then they go through the peeling stage and change colours. Like I just said before, you never know what colour you're going to get. But chanchos don't peel. They come from a different area, and these don't peel. So this is a regular colour. All Labiatus, red devils, and Citronellus, Midas, they all peel. My devils, they peel. Well, and then like we've got the DOVII. This is pretty new in the hobby. Getting DOVII that peel and change colour. So that's what colour they're all born before they go through the peeling stage. It's all dark. And there's a regular DOVII, which I'm going to have to sell this little guy, because he's doing all right, holding his own light through his little hiding places. But the Chancho's giving him a hard time. This tank ain't big enough for the both of us. Oh God, I'm a Queen singer now. Anyway, let's move on and have a look at these little red DOVII fry. I'm going through the peeling process. So here we are at the my red DOVII tank. They're all doing well, but they're not hiding. I put all these hiding places in. I really want them to hide. I don't want them to start fighting and bullying. I want them all to get their own little space and defend that space and then pair off. Anyway, that's going to take a long time. I'm not going to pair off yet. But let's have a look. Show you about the peeling. See if I can catch a bit of footage of the peeling situation. Right. You're probably not going to see this. But that little guy there, that one's like it looks a creamy yellow. And that one's got a lot of black on it, and it's like creamy colour. Them two are going through the peeling stage. Turn around, mate. Can't see him, he's looking at me. Blimey, you're not a glass banger already, are you? There's that one's definitely, but this one's probably not peeling yet. Some take a long time to peel, and then some will never ever peel at all. They'll probably end up like a regular DOVII. That one's nearly white. It might stay white, or it could go a deep orange. I've got 6. When I first put them in the tank, that one looks regular. When I first put them in, open the bag and let them loose, for the first 2 days, the most I could ever see was 5. I'm like a newbie fish keeper. I'd get up and look at the tank and I'd go, 1, 2, 3. Another count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it took about 4 days, and then I got up one morning and counted 6. I go, yeah! All of them have made it. Yeah, that one's got a black face. I hope it keeps black on it. I'll put a little bit of food in. They've settled nicely. And I can't believe they're not hiding all the time. I'll never feed with my light off. Every time I feed you, this is just my opinion anyway, I always like to have the light on. I'll put some food in, but I'll put you on pause while I grab some. Right, I'll put some little crummy food in the top there. So let's see if they take some of this. They're quite timid at the moment. But like I said, that one's feeding. I don't like feeding with the light off, as I keep repeating myself, but yeah, if you turn the light off, they'll come and feed ravenously. But you got to look, if you want to give them, look, I think they're all feeding there. There's little crumbs. There's all crumbs floating about in the tank, and they're doing nicely. Yeah, they're all getting the fair share of tucker. I've got that many hiding. I was thinking of getting some little bristle noses or something in here just to clear up after them, because there's that many rocks and plant pots in here. I don't want it to foul the water. Anyway, feeding these little baby fish, it's not interesting to other people, really. Right, I think they've all had a good feed. I'm going to have to cut this one off a bit. But look how tiny they are. I'll just show you Mr. and Mrs. Wolfie, the regular DOVII. I'm quite impressed with that one. It's all gone all blurred now. I'm only using my mobile phone. I'll creep back and show you the tank. So we've got 6 red DOVIs going through the peeling stage in this 5-foot tank, which will be okay for them for a short while. I was thinking of putting some like convict fry in there, but I thought no, I better not, because I think a convict fry would like bully them. Anyway, we'll wrap this one up. Right, I'm going to close this video now, showing you the regular coloured DOVII, Mr. and Mrs. Wolfie. As with regular people will know, did they know Mr. and Mrs. Wolfie? This is a 20-inch male. The female's in that pot. That's a massive, massive, massive pot. That pot's got to be nearly 2 foot long. Anyway, she's in there. I'm sure she's spawned again. So there she is, look. Yeah, she's in there. She's definitely spawned again. She'll go in there and lay a spawn, and then she'll not feed. She'll not feed until them fry are free swimming. So anyway, everybody's seen Mr. and Mrs. Wolfie far too many times. They're still fry. Can you see these fry, look? they're still frying there from the previous spawn. These fish spawn about every, I would say about every 6 weeks. So there's never a shortage of regular coloured DOVII, but the red ones are quite sought after at the moment. But as people start growing them on and breeding them, they're going to be common, just like the regular DOVIs eventually. It's not going to take long at all, because they have about 500 to 1,000 babies at a time. Anyway, I'm waffling on again. I'm always waffling on, Anna. So we're going to cut this one off. There's Mrs. Wolfie, going back in the pot. We're going to cut this one off. I just want to say to all my subscribers, thank you very much for supporting me and watching my channel. And happy fish keeping to everybody. I just can't wait for these red ones, DOVIs, to get like Wolfie. They probably never will. We don't know whether the reds will grow as large as the regular, but we'll see. I plan on keeping them. So happy fish keeping to everybody. Thank you to all my subscribers. Until next time, cheers, mate.